The blood will be off our hands. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, Elder Bishop, the Great Millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Ishabel Chanak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. Just a quick little in transit lesson, just something I was just, came to me. I was just kind of pondering upon, thinking about, we're always meditating about the scriptures, always hastening the day, standing upon our watch, watching, and then, when the spirit give utterance, we speak. And this is just a quick little lesson, in transit lesson as I go to camp. Pretty much, I wanted to do a lesson. I was just kind of thinking of some things, and this came to me. The blood will be off our hands, right? And that's taken out of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. We're gonna read that. Lord's will be quick, straight to the point. But we're getting ready to see a lot of death. All right, in this world. Let me bring out something in the Apocrypha. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can find that. We're getting ready to see a lot of death. And at this point, see what I'm saying? There we go, right? That's it. This is 2nd Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, the prophecies, okay, the tokens are the prophecies. Behold, the day shall come. So these days are approaching. Okay, we're in the midst of these. A lot of these prophecies, we're really in the midst of them taking place. Right, like the MOTB, the technology is already here. There are already people that have the implants. Okay, the digital currencies. That system is already set up. Okay, just give me a second. The famine is getting ready to come. It's going to be instant. These things are going to be instant. It's going to happen all of a sudden. As it says in 2nd Ezra's, I want to say the 6th chapter, where it says, "Suddenly shall the full storehouses appear empty." Suddenly. So these grocery stores, these green depots, where they hold all this food. It's going to just appear empty all of a sudden, right? It says, "The days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number," right? A lot of people are going to perish in these days, and there's going to be a lot of Israelites that are going to perish in the last days. So, and a lot of them are going to actually know that they're Israelites, right? A lot of them are going to know, they've heard the word, and either they scoffed at it, they didn't believe on it 100%. They weren't of the flock of Yahushai, or they cold stone rejected it. Like I said, scoff, scorn, right? They, talk shit about it. Ultimately, they don't have that faith. They don't have that gift of faith. You're gonna have many of our people don't have that gift. Only a small remnant. Okay. It says, and the way of the truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, right, amongst the 2/3. But faith is going to flourish, okay, amongst the elect. Faith is going to flourish amongst the elect. Faith is going to flourish amongst, give me a second, the 144,000, the teachers. And the teachers, right, the prophets, the blood is going to be off our hands. Basically, those that are going to be judged in these days, we're going to actually see it. We're going to actually see the destruction of 2/3 of our people. Okay, the Most High is preparing our minds now, and we're also seeing the complete rejection of the word by the 2/3 and their hurtful works. They're part of those hurtful works as well. Because you're going to have our people that are going to be the main ones that are going to line up to take the MOTB as they took that 1-2 jab, right? They took the double jab to the stomach, right? You know what I mean? A lot of them tripled it up. That triple jab, and boxing hit them with that triple jab. That's what our people were the first ones, some of the first ones to line up and do it, and get a lot of their family members to get in that ring as well, right? So it's going to be the same thing, as well as you got a lot of our people that sell out, for fame and glory and all that, for a little bit of some crumbs, these different celebrities. Okay, but ultimately the word has gone out. Everybody knows, the Jakes here in America, everybody knows that they've heard that they're the Israelites. Most are indifferent. Some hate, some love. Okay, some are just bugged out. But nevertheless, the blood is going to be off the hands of the true prophets. Meaning, you can't blame us. You can't. Oh, why you didn't tell me? We're telling you now. We've been telling you. Okay, so let me just go into that. I'm gonna just wrap it up from here. Let the Spirit want to give me something else. I'm gonna go to Ezekiel 3, and then I'm gonna go in Ezekiel. Let me go Ezekiel 2 first, actually, and then we'll finish up, Lord's will. Ezekiel 2. Ezekiel 2 and 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, which Ezekiel represents the prophets now. And we're in such an unprecedented time that the Most High raised up all the prophets. The Most High is raising up all the prophets, 12,000 out of each tribe. That's a lot of prophets. 144,000. So there's absolutely no excuse. Okay, more brothers are being raised up in the true correct spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. So Ezekiel, as well as the rest of the prophets, represent the prophets now and what they will be doing now. Okay. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel. Right. And who are we not going to? The lost sheep of the house of Israel, telling them that they are Israelites, telling them about Yahweh and Yahushai, telling them the true power, who they need to worship. Are we not doing that? Absolutely. We're not giving them Christ. We're not telling them they can still call on Jesus. Okay, we're not saying that. Okay. To a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me, right? And our people are rebellious. A lot of our people know the correct things to do, but they have that rebellious heart, so they do the opposite. Okay. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. See? So our people, and this is why we're out here, because we transgressed, and the Most High is calling back his elect. Now everybody's not part of that number. And just because somebody is an Israelite, even if somebody teaches, they might even call on the name of Yahweh and Yahushai. That doesn't mean that they are of Yahweh and Yahushai. Okay, but that's going to be worked out at the very end, when everything gets organized and the right, and put in the right place, if you will. If you understand what I'm saying. Well, it tells you that in Matthew 25, the Lord is going to separate the sheep from the goat. Okay, meaning his elect. Okay, from the unclean. Well, you have the unclean fish. This word is like a net that goes out and catches the good and the bad. But ultimately, what's going to happen? The bad is going to get thrown back into the ocean. Okay, they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord power. So we're sent to a very rebellious, stiff-hearted
stiff-necked people that would not actually hear the words of the Lord. Okay? That will give some type of excuse why they can't believe, why they can't do the right thing. But ultimately, they're set up. Their lot in this thing is to be destroyed. Their lot in this thing was to be an unbeliever. That's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? Nevertheless, we are still commanded to teach our people, because who knows but the Most High who the elect is, right? It says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them. Right? They're going to know these things when all hell breaks loose. Then they're going to, and that's how our people get down. Okay, we know our people. All right, and the Most High, and that's how we know that we're the people. One of the characteristics, or one of the spirit that our people are in, a rebellious spirit, a stiff-hearted spirit. It tells you also that if the Lord would have sent us to the other nations, they would have believed. And that if there were prophets being sent to Moab, if we were here to tell the Moabite, the Moabite, you're the God-chosen people, and you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to call on the name of Yahweh, they will actually believe, as the scripture said. But the Lord sent us to the Israelites, and these people are very hard to deal with. Yet we are still here to tell you whether you believe or not, because it's going to come a time very, very, very soon in the future. This is a moment of time. Okay, it is a matter of time. Okay, when there will be no more preaching. Okay, we're going to be separated from the body. You're gonna, you can be on your own. Okay, you might be with a brother. You never know how the spirit might link up. Yeah, all of us have our own story. Okay, but when that happens, when the deal goes down, all right, when Jacob Trouble was here, the ones that received those plagues of our people, men, women, and children. Remember Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Go through the city and smite. Let not thy eyes spare, neither have ye pity. The Most High told the death angels, to go through the city. The city is Jerusalem. Right? And anybody that doesn't have that exemption from judgment, the Tawah, that mark of the Most High, they are subject to be slaughtered in multiple different ways. Jeremiah the 15th chapter, 4 kinds. The beast to tear, the sword to slay, okay, the famine, right? These different spirits created for judgment. Okay? We're going to see these gruesome judgments upon our people. And hey, what can we do? Hey, the blood is off our hands, right? Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And our people, they don't take the warning, okay, seriously. You know what? A lot of Jakes didn't even take the whole C to the 9, the 1 to the 9 seriously. They were completely blind. Even these Israelites, they didn't know what to do. Here it is. This is the perfect time. I mean, a perfect time to exercise faith. Well, they're going to take our, my job, I couldn't work. Well, don't you think, eventually, right, we speak about Jacob's trouble. Well, you know what, them camps, they don't speak about Jacob's trouble. They say that everything's going to be fine. See, that's a snare. I'm speaking about IUIC and camps like that. They don't speak about a time of trouble and your faith being tried, your faith being tested. Now that you join their group, you're good. The whole world is going to go, Esau going to be destroyed, and just, you're going to just skate off into, the sons, and you're just going to be delivered. A chariot is going to come pick you up. Not prepping and warning the people. Give them warning from me. right? We're here to give you warning. Your faith is going to be tried and tested. And that was a test run, okay, for your faith to be tested, okay? And a lot of Israelites, they failed that test. How much more when the MOTB comes, okay? A lot of these Israelite teachers don't teach that that's what it is, the subdermal device, okay? These different chips. It says, and give them warning from me when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. And this is what we're saying. The Most High is going to take you out if you don't get right. You're going to surely die. The activities that our people are doing in these last days are just reminiscent of why we went through what we went through. Okay, why such gruesome judgments happened to us. Okay, why the Most High sent Esau upon us to destroy us, to take advantage of us, even to this very day. And our people, you know, they still can't get that concept, which they're not going to get that concept. They're going to understand that or get it after they're destroyed. The same shall know it after death by pain. 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, right? You can read that. Okay, because they have loathed the law of the Most High. You know, they hate his ways, but they love the ways of Esau Edom. Isn't that crazy? But these are the people that we're dealing with. So when the judgment comes, hey, the blood is off our hands. We ain't teaching. We ain't gonna be teaching in that day. Read Matthew 25. You can start at the top. The parable of the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. You have to have the foolish Israelites, okay, to fulfill that scripture, which represents the Israelites that didn't take advantage of this grace period. Okay, that did not take the severity of what the prophets are saying. The Most High ain't coming to you. Well, he sent down his son, his actual son, and you see when you read the scriptures, he was rejected. He was rejected by most. So much so, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, the rulers of our people, they had them get put to death. So you already see what spirit our people are in concerning the truth. Most of our people are going to hate the truth. And they're just going to have an excuse why they can't follow it or why it's evil. Oh, one of my favorite chapters, John the 3rd chapter. Men love darkness rather than light, for they did not come to the light, okay, because their deeds were evil. Okay, men love darkness rather than light. Jake actually likes to be wicked. Okay, they don't want to change. Okay, you ask these addicts, these Jake addicts on the streets. To hell with Esau, we talking about Jake. You ask these Jake addicts on the streets, do you want to get clean? A lot of them, they haven't even thought about it. They haven't even thought about getting clean. Okay, you ask these hood ninjas, okay, about cleaning up. They ain't trying to hear none of that. Okay, hey, everybody's in their lot. Okay, and we're gonna see the reward of the wicked, as the scriptures say, only with our eyes. Okay, we're gonna hear and we're gonna see the reward of the wicked. Psalm 91, Psalm 92. Okay, it says, and thou givest him not warning, right? Meaning, and you got Israelite men that listen to the videos and they don't give warning. They have the talent, but it's all the spirit, because that parable was there for a reason. You're gonna have certain Israelites that got the talent and they hid it under the napkin, so that it is what it is, right? They're also going to receive that judgment. That's why, hey, it's okay. You think the Most High is playing? Well, in that same parable, the man who got the talent was, I know that thou art an austere man. So you should know. Okay, the Most High, how the Most High get down, but of course, again, in order for those prophecies to be fulfilled, you're going to have those spirits that are going to be on the earth that's going to fill those lots. Just as the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, the spirit of the 2/3 are subject to the 2/3. Okay? The spirit of the wicked of our people are subject to the wicked of our people. That's just how these things go. Okay, just bear with me. Okay. It says, and giveth him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, right? Cry aloud, spare not, lift thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their sins, right? Isaiah 58:1. We're here to, on the rooftop, we're basically screaming at the top of our lungs, telling Jake they need to get right. Men and women. Very few will, most are not. Okay. Nevertheless, we're fulfilling our lot of telling you. But his blood, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So you Israelites that have that talent and that are not speaking, you're going to be destroyed because you didn't tell. You have the word, you have the understanding, but you didn't warn the people. You didn't warn the Israelites. Yet if thou warn the wicked, that's what we're doing. And he turned not. The wicked is speaking about the wicked of our people. Not the wicked, okay, which is Esau, Edom. He can't repent. He can't turn back. Okay, now you can have Edomite looking Israelites, okay, which are, the foreigners, Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, okay. Yet if you warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. That's the point. Okay, that's the point. So the blood, right? The blood is going to be off our hands. Okay, the blood is not going to be on our hands. Why? Because we did what we were commanded to do. Okay, we were that the Lord's will. We continue to the end. We were those good stewards of the Lord's business that made sure the business was running, optimal. So when he comes back to divvy up those rewards, we receive that reward, and he's also going to divvy up those rewards of judgment. Those my enemies will not, serve me, bring them hither and slay them before me. I'm just vaguely paraphrasing. So that was just, something. I didn't want to make it too long. You know what I mean? When that time comes and we're at the cusp, Jacob's trouble, and all hell breaks loose, it's going to be all of a sudden. Just a normal day, right? Just a normal day. Boom. Just like when the whole C-19 happened, it was just a normal day. Me and the brother, we was in the woods. We was in the woods like 3-4 days, and we came back. Okay, we was in the mountains. Literally, we was in Yosemite. We was climbing mountains. We was deep in the bush. And we came back, got a service. I think it was only like 3-4 days. We left a day early. Right? And what happened? San Francisco, the Bay Area, locked down. So you can see how how on a sudden these things are going to happen. The scriptures speak about that. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. The blood is going to be off our hands if we continue to teach into the end. All right. Until next time, shalom to the elect.